Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 62 of Chrysality Knits. I'm Tara, and this is a knitting and cozy mystery podcast. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you know when new content comes out on this channel, and also other people can find this channel. So in the beginning of the year, I started out with, I think it was 37 whips. I then went up to 41 whips. I am now happy to say I'm down to 31 whips. It is amazing. My whips actually fit all in this little area. And then the cart I have. I am so excited. It's not even funny. My method of writing down in the beginning of the beginning of the week, what I want to work on and which day to work on, like 2 or 3 projects I could choose from, is working. I see my whips over here, so I'm getting it down. It's very exciting. And I have only cast on, I think, like 2 things this month, which for me, that's a miracle. And only one of them is because, actually, I'm going to be doing this for the next 6 months. I'm going to be casting on 1 shawl because of the Shawl Society. I was hoping to finish my Pebble Beach shawl before it started. And we'll get into that in a couple minutes, but it was a lot of drama. That shawl, I don't know why it's so much drama for me to do, but it's so much drama. It's like, I made it complicated. The pattern's wonderful. I have made this so complicated. I'll get back to that in a minute. Let me show you the first couple of things I finished. Again, as I said, I'm obsessed with Helen Stewart. So this is my Altitude socks. And it's by Artistic Lily. This was part of Agatha Christie book-inspired yarns. I think it was, what was this? ABC Murders was this one. And it's really cool because I liked how like you use the stripes over here. And then just the toe has the contrasting color. And it's this really pretty kind of chevron design. I love it. It came out so nice. And oh, this one side, I did not put this on here very well, but it's so pretty. I love this yarn. It's just such a pretty kind of like pastel-y rainbow. I kind of wish I used it in a shawl, but when I saw this pattern, I was like, this is what I want to make these socks with. And it came out so nice. Like on the camera you can see a lot better the green, and then in person it's so beautiful. This was a lot of fun to knit this pattern, and all my socks are knit on US 1 2.25 millimeters. So that's the first sock I finished. I've got a couple of them. I'm very excited. I have no idea where to put this stuff now. Okay, this one is just a vanilla sock. I'm actually thinking about releasing a vanilla sock pattern that I have my favorite cuffs, my favorite heels. And I only use 1 toe. Maybe I'll include, I think I had a rounded toe from one of my patterns at one point. So maybe I'll include that in the pattern as well. So there's 2 different toes. But this was the vanilla sock I was knitting. It's so pretty. It's Pink Elephant in, who are these people? We're Into the Whirl. I got this at Rhinebeck. I'm going to say maybe 2016. I think it was like one of my first purchases I've ever made at Rhinebeck. I fell in love with this yarn. I actually had 2 skeins, so I have another skein. I kind of want to see what it looks like in a shawl, maybe. I don't know, maybe a hat. I did originally cast this on for a muscle burr hat. I am not a fan of the muscle burr hat. I just, plain stockinette hat just does not do it for me. And I needed ribbing around the, it just was not, I was not enjoying it. So I took it out and I made socks into them, and they came out beautifully. And the contrasting color is from Yarnable, and it was, do I have it on here? Sorcerer's Secret. It's so beautiful. I'd love a sweater out of this, honestly. I love these. So I'm really enjoying knitting that. I usually knit it when I'm waiting for my son Justin to come out of school. So I usually have vanilla socks on the needles for that. Then my last sock, FO, is another one from Helen Stewart. I actually wrote down in my planner all of her Sock Society and Shawl Society patterns, and I'm checking them off as I do them, because I kind of would like to finish them. I have not really, the Sock Society especially, I've not really knit too many. I think I've knit maybe 4 or 5, maybe. Yeah, now I think I've knit 4 or 5. I think that's about what I've done. Maybe 6 at the most. But there's, it's 6 patterns each set. And I think they're on Sock Society 5 or 6. And I'm not sure what Shawl Society they're on. But that one I did a lot more of. But this one. Came out beautiful too. It's from Sweet Tea Yarns. Let me see, what is it called? The Isabella sock set. It was from Encanto. I bought all the sock sets from her. I'm obsessed with Encanto. So this is Isabella. It's so pretty. And then the pattern from Helen Stewart is, I can't pronounce it. Marginalia Socks. Marginalia. They're in the down bar. It's this beautiful lacy textured pattern. I love knitting them. And I actually knit, this sock actually had to go up a size. That's right. So I knit the cuff and the toe in US 1, and the body of the sock I had to use US 1.5. Did I write down what the... No, I don't think I have it on there, do I? Where am I? No, I didn't write the needle size. So US 1.5, sorry, I don't know the millimeter. I'll say 2.5 maybe for millimeters. I don't know. But basically, I knit this whole sock up to here. And then when I put it on, it was really tight on me. And then now I'm a little worried it might be a little too loose on me. But I get it over my heel. But before I couldn't get over the heel, so I'm just going to deal with it. It's beautiful, though. I love this color combination. So that's those. Then I finished my Helen Stewart. I know, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with Helen Stewart. I finished her Hedgerow Shawl MCal. It's done. Am I on the right side? Yeah, right? Yes, that's the right side. Look how beautiful it is. Oh my God, I can't wait to wear this. I cannot wait to wear this. I have not, the last part I did not sew in. It took me forever to block it. I'm actually very mad at myself because I finished it in the time frame. But to block it took me about a month, and I did not get my pictures in time for the contest. Yeah, that was my fault, but look at the detail. It was so pretty. This is what I thought was really interesting. This clue. Like, look how pretty that is. It looks like a little chestnut, kind of. I think she had this in the hazelnut socks too, something like that. It was really cute. And then she had cables over here. It's beautiful. I do wish the pink I used was a little bit darker, but I really was excited to use Chelsea Luxe yarn. So let me see what the colorways were. Okay, so the first colorway is this light pink, and that is Chelsea Luxe Pink Posy. Then the white color, or white or light gray, is from Wool and Vine Yarn Solstice. And then this beautiful purplish color is from Mandy's Makings, and it was Santa's swimming trunks. I actually got that one in like a fade set that I was supposed to do a Stephen West MCal. And I knit her shawls pretty much all on US 5, 3.75 millimeter. But it is so pretty. Let me show you. Oh, these are my colors. I love it. I'm so excited to wear this. It's so pretty. I'm going to wear this probably today. But now I showed it to you. I could finally wear it. My other how many FOs do I have? I have 2 more. So, well, actually, it's 3 more because one is together. But I finished my love note. I knit this thing so fast. I am definitely knitting another one. Is this the front? I have no idea if this is the front or the back. But it is so beautiful. The love note is by... Oh my God, I did not write down who the love note is by on my notes. What is wrong with me? Let me see. So, come on. I hate this. My phone, they did something to it, and now it does like that only. I like having the full screen. I hate when they do updates. Tin Can Knits, that's who did this pattern. So it's by Tin Can Knits, the love note. I did it in Big Twist Heather in the... Where is it? Oh, yeah, pink. Duh. So, and I used a US 10 6mm needle to knit this. Oh my God, I knit this thing so fast. I did not do the sleeves like it said in the pattern. I basically just knit a big tube and then did a rapid decrease. That's my favorite way to do a sleeve. unfortunately, I keep picking patterns, which I'll talk to you in a minute about again, that it's the ribbing on the cuff has to line up. So then I got to do this crazy math. And when I do that, then it takes me forever to finish a sweater. But if I just have to do a sleeve like this, gone. It's done. 1, 2, 3. It fits me perfectly. I love it. Oh, and I did not do the short row shaping down here. For some reason, the short row shaping is down here and not up here. I think if I knit this again, I would add short row shaping on the top. It just bothers me that it doesn't have it. And I've really got to start on my sweaters, like putting something over here to tell me, hey, this is the back, this is the front, especially when there's no way to tell. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but my OCD is like, I want to know where the front and the back is. So, yeah. I don't know. But I love it. Unfortunately, I have not been able to wear it because when I finished it, it got too warm. But it is beautiful, and I love this colorway. I definitely want to buy more of this yarn. Just look at that detail. Oh, so pretty. Cannot wait to wear this next year. Okay, and I think that's it for my... Oh, no, wait. And then I did 2 things. This is going to be a funny story, people. So, my friend Katie got her first Woolblues kit. And Woolblues kit's basically this little crocheted toy that you can make. It comes with the crochet needle, the yarn, everything you need to make this. It's really cute. They're a little overpriced in my opinion, but they're really adorable. They're easy to do. They also have like a video tutorial you can do. And when I first started my first one, I was watching the video tutorial and it was torture for me because I'm like, go to the next thing, because I can crochet. Just certain things I would need to look at it. So I didn't realize you could print out and download the pattern. So this one took, I think, maybe 2 years to finish. And it was literally just sitting there. All I needed to add was this, and this. And it just sat there for 2 years. So my friend Katie got a kit. And I took this out to take a picture, say, oh yeah, this is the one I did. It's still sitting there. I hate toys. I'm never going to finish it. Then my son's friend showed up, his best friend, and he saw it and he's like, what is that? I was like, oh no. And then it reminded Justin, I never finished this. So then Justin started on my case. And then my husband, I think he took my older son, he won tickets from his work to go to a baseball game. And he took my older son. So I said, while they're at the game, what do you want to do? He said, I want you to finish this. And originally he wanted to knit this one. This is the creeper one. This is the Warden. I mean, crochet them. And so I was like, okay, so I sat there trying to teach him crochet. I'm trying it a different way now because he couldn't get that hook to grab it. So I'm going to try to teach him how to knit a coaster. And then once he learns that, then teach him crochet so he gets the, I mean, it's a different kind of motion for crochet, but once he gets the idea, like, hey, you got to pull that string through. And now when he gets the hook, he has to do a certain motion. Maybe he'll get it once he knows knitting. That's my theory. I don't know. And of course he lost interest. So then he's like, can you please make me this? So I knit this. I mean, I crocheted this in one day. It was so fast, so easy. Then my older son saw it. And he's like, when are you finishing my Warden? So I had to finish the Warden that same day. I finished 2 of them. And I have 2 more kits. And they have played with these nonstop. And they're fighting over them. So I might have to buy another creeper kit. And then I might even buy like regular yarn and make a giant creeper. But I liked this yarn a lot. That's why they're fighting over it. They like this particular yarn and the colors on it. And then I like that it came with the buttons. They also came with embroidery. So if you had babies, you could just embroider this design on there. So I definitely am going to get more of these. And I have 2 more. I have the pig from Minecraft. And then I have a Yeti. And I've been looking like I kind of want to do it, but then I'm like, I'm not really into these things. But I'm like, am I going to finish it once I start it? So, but again, this took me 1 day. And this was very easy to do. It's just my brain was like, no, this is hard. I don't want to do this. And it ended up being really super easy. And they came out really cute. The other thing also I found out, like, I don't know if you can see the holes. You can see the stuffing through this. I used the crochet hook on this one that comes with the kit. I need to go down a crochet hook. This one I used 1 size lower and it came out perfect. Not sure what the crochet, I think I have on my project page, they're in the down bar, what I have, but they came out really cute. And I kind of want to get the panda and the raccoon for myself. And they have a Spock one. I want Spock. but that looks complicated. And that's a lot of colors. And I'm like, we don't know. But now I can give this back to my kids because they were fighting over them. It was a whole thing. And they want more. So maybe once a month I will buy a kit. I don't know. I think they're like $50 each. It's just crazy, but they love them and they are really super cute. And I did enjoy the yarn because when you look at the yarn, you're like, okay, this is weird. But then it does come out really cute. So maybe, I don't know. In my head, I'm going to do this. We will see if I actually do this. I have no idea. Because again, I am not a toy maker. I mean, I bought yarn to make a peep when Joann's was going out of business last year. It's still sitting there. I'm like, yeah, I should bother my friend Katie for the pattern. I should just sit there and suck it up and do it. And it was easier than I thought to sew in the ends. I really thought, fuzz. I really thought I was going to have a hard time sewing in the ends. I do wish I made this a little bit nicer over here. I did what they told me, and I think I should have tweaked it like that. I don't know why that's doing that. It's annoying me. Maybe it's just the way the yarn is. I don't know. But, yeah. Came out really cute. My kids are obsessed. So, I got that. All right, now I'm going to show you what I'm working on. So, this is my new vanilla sock. It's a bag I made for myself. And I've been knitting on this while I'm waiting for Justin. And unfortunately, I had to do the same. Remember I said I wanted to release a vanilla sock pattern? I find out with stripes, the German short row works better in it than the short row heel, which I like. So I'm going to probably knit another vanilla sock, maybe with my lacy cuff, because I love the lacy cuff on that one with the short row heel, not short row heels, the slip stitch heels. And then I also have another heel, I forgot, partridge heel I use. So I'm going to add that in there too. It came out so cute. I don't know who this Progress Keeper was from. Not sure what the pink yarn is from. But this is something I got at Joann's. It's, what was the name of this one now? Midnight Orchid. And it came out really cute. I don't remember what the brand of it is. I think it's in my show notes. But it's so cute, this yarn. The sad thing is I had it cast on. I just had it sitting there. I never really picked it up. I think maybe I was trying to like decide if I wanted to knit a pattern with it. And then I never did knit a pattern with it. Let me fix this. So I'm going to go to a baseball game too. So I should have a lot done on this. And we will see how far I get. I just got that much done so far. Now for the Pebble Beach shawl. I don't know what's wrong with me. Another bag I made a while ago. My little King Charles Cavaliers, which I love. So this is a pattern by Helen Stewart. It's nothing to do with the pattern. It is me. It's all me. It is a little bit of the yarn, but it's me. So I am using a US 5 3.75 millimeter. I love using my signature needles when I knit her patterns because they're special needles for me. And I'm so excited Chaigu has bought them. I really thought that was the end of it. And I had like 1 or 2 cords break since they closed. And I've been devastated because I'm like afraid to use them. But now I'm hoping they have the same cord system. Or they have a cord system. They make like an adapter that you can use the old needles with the new cords. I don't know. But I'm really hoping that they have the same cord system so I could buy more cords, because I have the whole set of needles in, I think I got the whole set in 4-inch and 5-inch needles, and then I got most of the straights in the 6-inch because I use those a lot. I'll show you, like when I use like an asymmetrical shawl when I first started, I like using the straight needles in size in 6 inches, and then I like also like when you do a bind off or something, I use them. I also use double points to do binds off, so I use them a lot, and I just nothing like this tip. I'm telling you, it's not too sharp where it will cut you, because I have a lot of needles that cut me. This does not cut you, and it's just such a nice join, and everything about these needles I'm obsessed with. But yeah, this shawl pattern, oh my god, why? I should not have picked this yarn. This yarn is very thin. It's by Miss Babs. It's her Yummy 2-ply. It's the Carmen colorway, so it's this beautiful fade. So when I first started knitting the shawl about 3 or 4 years ago, I think it was, I don't know. I don't like when you do the semicircular shawl, and you do, it's a yarn over on the wrong side, then in that yarn over on the right side, you knit, yarn over knit. For some reason, it gets really tight with me. It was on that, the Hedgerow Shawl too, but because that yarn was more stretchy, it didn't bother me as much. This one, it bothered me. It was so tight. So what I've been doing now is yarn over on the wrong side, then in the yarn over when I go on this side, I knit front and back, then I knit one stitch, and then I make a stitch left or make a stitch right, no matter which side I'm on. And that's been working out really well because the beginning of each pattern had 1 or 2 stitches extra. So I was able to fit it in there and it didn't bother the pattern at all. Now my other problem is the way I'm doing the fade, trying to figure out the correct way, because it's 6 colors I'm trying to put in the shawl. I'm doing the medium size now. I have decided to do the medium size. Last time I talked to you, I probably said I was doing the large size because I was basically, what I love about Helen Stewart, she actually writes like 15%, 20%, you know, when you get to the yarn, telling you how much yarn you used. I was doing that, but because as the rows get longer, you're using more yarn, but you're using less rows. So when I was doing it, I had this color, it was like down to here. And then I started the second one, and I was like, I'm not going to get all 6 colors in order. There's going to be like a stripe by the end. So then I took it apart again. So I have finally done the main body of the shawl. I've also tried to do a fade. Part of me is like, why did I do that? Part of me is like, okay. So what I do is when I want to switch colors, I knit 2 in the new color, keep the original color attached. Then I knit 2 rows of the next color. Then I cut the first color. So it's been making a nice little fade. It's a little stripy, but it's beautiful. And I am now on the 3rd colorway. And why I lost steam again was when I went to put in the 3rd colorway, I chose the wrong spot. So I had to rip it all out. And because there's so many yarn overs, it's a pain to rip out. But I ripped it out, and I am at the spot where I'm going to put the next color in, because now the pattern changes. Because the pattern, this was still the original pattern, I was going to change there, but because it changes the next row, it looks like that part's still part of it. So I was like, oh shoot, I should have went back 4 rows to change it. So now I am doing that. And the next color is going to be, I don't know, it's one of these. Let me see. I think that's the last one. All right, this is going to be the next color. So it has like green and purple on it, and then it goes to this one, and then it's this green. So that's going to be like the border of it. So I think I've got it. I just got to get my mind back into it. I'm really hoping I finish this soon. Because I said, I'm doing the Shawl Society, which is my next project I'm going to show you. I'm obsessed with the Shawl Society. And this year, I really want to finish it as they're released. My only problem is when she does a DK or worsted weight pattern, that usually messes me up because I don't have that in stock. And then I have to order it. And I end up just like, And then I end up stopping the Shawl Society. This one I was very happy with because it was 1 skein of fingerling weight yarn. I got that. You know, and what was really good was I have a little basket of yarn from when I first started knitting that I skeined up and balled up. And they're like in a basket. I used it from that. I am so happy. And then the best was I was trying to find where I had this yarn. Like, I did not know who this yarn was from. I was contacting dyers saying, is this your yarn? I finally found it out. So this is, again, another bag I made for myself years ago. This yarn is Hedgehog Fibers in Opalite. Yes, I bought this at Vogue Knitting Live. I'm going to say 2017. I don't think I was pregnant with Justin yet. It was like the January, right before I got pregnant. But I was so excited. We found out who this was. I mean, Hedgehog Fibers, they're wonderful. They make it, this one's very toned down. Now they make it much brighter. So the pink and the greenish blue really pop now. Right? This one's very toned. Like, it's very tonal. Like, it's so pretty. And this is the first pattern from the Shawl Society. It is called Serpentine Pavillion. Okay. Again, I am using US 5, 3.75 millimeters in what do you call it? In Signature Needle Arts. And it has this beautiful cable going down the side. Look how pretty that is. It is so simple to do. I just have the tablet going just so I know when to do the cable, because I lose track and I can never tell when I have something. So it's so pretty. I can't wait to see this blocked out. And that's just garter stitch. I think because I'm using a US 5 instead of a US 6, when I did it, I didn't see the cable very well. So I was originally going to do it in the 6. And I was like, I don't like it. I like it better in the 5. It was much more pronounced, the cabling. So I might end up just having to do more repeats, because like I said, I still have a lot of yarn left, and I only have like another page and a half to knit. So I might just add more until this runs out, or get down to like 10 grams and then cast off, because it's such an easy pattern to add more to. Oh, and I got this cute little stitch marker, which I'm going to show you more of them in my acquisitions. I'll have who it's made by over there, but it's so cute. She does such beautiful work. Look at that. Oh God, I love it. I had to have it when I saw it. And I was at a baseball game. I was like begging, like, okay, please hold it. I can't buy it right now. And then she was so nice, and she put it on hold for me so I could get it when I got out of the baseball game. Because it was the opening day, and it was parade and everything was horrible. So I was like, I can't do this. I want it. I want it. She was so nice. All right. My next project is the textured granny square blanket from Merry Maximum. This is actually a really simple project. There's one stitch that is like a frontward post stitch I'm not crazy about, so that's why it's taking me so long to do. But it is beautiful. I'm getting there. I actually had 2 kits, because what happened was when I bought the first kit, some of the yarn didn't match. So I bought a second kit trying to get it like match more. And then now I'm at the point where I just don't care. If it's the same colorway, I'm just putting it in. I don't care if it's darker. I don't care if it's a little bit lighter. I don't care if it's a different color dye lot. I'm just throwing it in. I have this many left. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more. I'm almost done with ball 8. I've been working on this on weekends a lot. And let me see if I can find where I originally, did I have it on here even? Like where I started? I know I have a progress keeper when I pick it up, so I know how much I did that time, so I feel like I'm actually making a dent, because it's just the same thing over and over again. I'm like, am I making a dent? I just saw the progress keeper from where the dent was. I think I don't have it. I'm going to say I was down to here. In this area right here, I would say. So I did like that much. It takes me about an hour to do a round now. So, and one round takes less time than the other round. When it's just plain double crochet, it's good. When you do the backward post, you have to actually really like look at it and really tinker with it. So yeah, it's so pretty. And I am using the colorway is Merry Maximum Prism Rain Shower, and I am using a US 4mm. I think it's a G hook to do this. In the dots, Knit Picks hooks I use. Which honestly, the only hooks I use for crochet are Tulip and the Knit Picks dots. Those are my favorite ones. Both of them just have such wonderful grip. They have great points. I love how the Knit Picks one is just extra long. Unfortunately, you can't buy any other sizes. It just comes in a set of 6, or is it 8? I don't know, but they don't have any other sizes. But I love the Tulip ones. That's pretty much what I use. But yeah, I'm done with this. I'm getting there. I'm hoping this will be done very soon. I'm very excited about that part. Okay. My next thing is, this is my little guilty pleasure. So Annie's Crochet, she had this blanket. It was a textured stripe blanket that you make. Every stripe had a different type of texture. It was driving me crazy. I've actually picked it up recently. I looked at it. I am about 5 stripes from finishing this stupid thing. I think I've been working on it since 2018, maybe? It's like crazy. I need to finish it. It's just sick. But what happens is like I'll start crocheting and my crochet is all over the place, where knitting is more like, this is the size I knit, this is the size I knit. So I do around and I'm like, oh, it's too big and I have to rip back. And in fact, that's why right now I have to rip back, because somehow I ended up more stitches than I should have. So I have to rip back and I'm just like, ugh. So I have to do it when I'm thinking. I tried doing it and the kids were running around. I was like, no, I'm not even going to try playing this right now. Let me do this another day. So I think I have to redo the stripe below in order to get that stripe, which drives me crazy. And I hope it wasn't one of the stripes that I had to go to a different size hook. I'm no way. I am on a different size hook right now. When I do double crochet, I crochet a lot bigger than when I do other stitches. I do know that. So as soon as I see it's going to be mostly double crochet, I go down a size hook, definitely. So they came out with the knitted version of this, and I fell in love with it because look at the colors. Oh my God. I have it in a bog bag right now. But oh my God, look at these colors. I just had to. So this was stockinette, then it was garter stitch, and this had this lace thing. This stitch, this was the first month. I'm on the second month now. I actually started, I was going to finish it, and then the stitch was bothering me. I hope it's not going to be like the crocheted one. I can't take it. But yeah, it was really bothering me. So I think I'm going to have to go up a needle. This one I did go down a needle size. It was very big and stretchy compared to the rest. So I did go down a needle size for this. It came with, do I have everything in here? I don't know if I have everything in here. Let's see what it has. Yes, it did. It was really cool. So they made a mistake and they sent me crochet hooks. Do I have the crochet hook? These are the knitted ones. Do I have the crochet hooks in here too? Yes, I do. So it came with a kit with these beautiful crochet hooks. Have not used them yet, but I called them up and was like, listen, it's knitted, not crocheted, the one I want. So then they sent me another kit. I don't really know why. They have fixed circulars and then they have interchangeable circular needles. So we'll find out why we have the fixed ones. I don't know. They're the same size needles too. So these are small though compared to the interchangeable ones. We will find out. I don't know if they just do it just for the hell of it or what. I don't know. But it's pretty good, the needle size. I am using those needles for it. But that was really funny. The next kit came with another set of needles. I think they found out that a lot of people were getting crochet hooks. So, and this was the new colorway that came out. It was, oh my God, so pretty. I'm obsessed. So you'll be seeing that every month from me. I have to sit down and finish this month. I think the next month will be coming out soon. It's just that one stitch, it was hurting my hand. You had to go knit 3 through the back loop, and I was like, oh dear Lord, help me. I couldn't. It was driving me crazy. The next project I cast on. This one is really, I've been dying to knit this for a long time. I hope it turns out all right. I don't know what's going on with this. So this is the Wildhourse. No, this is not the Wildhourse. This is Gray Space by Tiff Nielsen. Nealon. And I'm using Knit Picks Wool of the Andes in 2 colorways. So this one is Freud Heather. It's the second color. And then the darker color, if I can find it, yes, is Icicle Heather. So you can see these 2 colors. You can see them different, right? When you did the color work, they ended up coming so close together. I don't understand why. When I go like this, you see it a little bit, but you don't see it as much. But it is so pretty. My only issue is I don't understand this. Like when you did the body, she said go up to a size 11 needle. I am using right now US 10 6mm needle. For this part, you used a US 8. And there's like multiple needles. You keep changing needle sizes. So when you got to the body, she was like, go up to a size 11. And I went down 1 size. So I was like 10.5. I started knitting this in the 10.5. It was so, you see through. And it's like, I don't like the fabric it's creating. and it looks like it's gonna be fine. So I actually had like this much done. And then I had to rip back because I just did not like the fabric it was creating. I wanted a little bit more heavy. I guess it's a very thin worsted weight yarn. I don't know. But I redid it. It's so pretty though. It's like, it had like a ribbing over here. Maybe that's why she wanted to go up a needle for the stockinette. But it's not like pulling when you put it on. And the other weird thing was the gauge was the same exact size for the US 10.5 and the US 11. When the US 11 go down a gauge, I mean up a gauge, because it would be like, it'd be less stitches because it's a bigger needle. I don't know. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just doing what I feel right. I tried it on. It fits me fine. I was a little nervous it was going to be too small because I think when I measured my gauge and it was coming out. I guess the ribbing makes it pull tighter. I'm hoping when it blocks, it doesn't block crazy. We will find out. I do not know. But I'm really excited. And then I was playing with also, like, do I do as many repeats on the collar? Because I don't want it very high. I know the back was sticking up a lot when I put it on. I was like, ugh, I don't really like that. So I think what I did was, I did something. Oh, I added more over here when I first knit it to make it, because she wasn't really telling you where to put the arm in. She was getting me nervous that you needed more, because when you measure it, it wasn't measuring to what she said we needed. So then I added like another 2 inches worth of stockinette before I separated the sleeves. And I didn't like it because I like that you separate where the color changes. So then when I saw that this was sticking up, I was like, you know what? I'm going to see if this will compensate it by pulling it down more. And I got rid of the 2 inches. So I just, where the sleeves went, that's when I separated where she said in the pattern, separate and measure. And I'm sure it will be fine because I said it was so far up on me. It was weird. So we will see what happens with this. And I'm using my Knit Picks tote for this. I've been bringing this to baseball games to knit on. So I want to finish it, but I'm not like, really like focused on knitting this. This is my baseball game knitting. I usually cast on like 2 or 3 sweaters for baseball season, and then I knit them because it's just stockinette in the round. This year I did not do that because I'm trying to get rid of whips. So as I finish sweaters, then I cast on a new one. I'm hoping this doesn't bite me when we get to the point where I'm like, oh dear, I need more knitting. That's just plain stockinette. So this is in my Joji Locatelli bag. I love this bag. It's my favorite sweater bag. And then this one is the Wildhourse cardigan by Jessica McDonald. I'm using Knit Picks Brava 500. This is what the skein looks like. I have 4 of these skeins. I'm going to probably end up having 3 sweaters from these 4 skeins. I'm not kidding you. It's insane. I finished the body on this sweater. And I'm almost done with the sleeve. And in fact, I was done with the sleeve, but when I was trying to figure out the texture in this, she wants a 4-inch cuff. And I was just like, I don't like the puff sleeve ending up here. So now I am doing decrease, but I'm not doing decrease as she says in the pattern. I'm doing it every 5 rounds. And I did it, I think I knit 20 rounds, then I did decreasing every 5 rounds just to get down to a certain point, and then I'll do a rapid decrease. I'll do, every time we do a purl 2 together, and then I'll have the cuff. I'm hoping it won't be that puffy. And I'm only going to do a 3-inch cuff, or ribbing, 3-inch ribbing, not 4-inch ribbing, so it won't be like all the way up here going to the puff. We will see. And I'm also making it longer than what's in the pattern too, the sleeve. So I'm hoping that works out. And I'm definitely going to get the second sleeve out of that one skein. So just the collar, I might have to go to the second skein. So as I said, I think 4 skeins will equal 3 sweaters for me, I think. So I think I'm going to do a pullover in that because it takes up so much room, that yarn. It's crazy. I definitely want to get more of them, though. It's beautiful yarn. I do wish I knit this in a bigger needle size. When I did gauge, it was on point. And then as I knit, I realized that I went down a little bit. So I'm using US 5 3.75 millimeter to knit this. I should have used a US 6. So it wouldn't be as tight. When I was knitting, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. I did try on. It fits fine. I just wish it was a little bit bigger or more like a drapier fit. It's definitely going to be a warm sweater. And I'm going to make this collar just a little, just in case it doesn't close all the way, I'm going to make it a little bit the biggest size for the collar. This is this big, oversized collar you make on this. So, and I love this detail. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And this is the ribbing. Oh, I love this pattern. I definitely see me making it again, probably in like purple. I would love a dark purple in this. It's so pretty. But I would go up to a size 6 needle. It's a very simple pattern. It's wonderful. It's just me fiddling. I say I knit the sleeve. I think it's the 3rd or 4th time I've ripped out the sleeve. This is just like what happened to my Hohu Locatelli Aros, I think it was, the sweater. I kept ripping back the sleeve, ripping it back because the cuff was fancy. I got to stop doing fancy cuffs. I got to. It's just, I like just making the tube and then doing the rapid decrease. Simple, simple. Boom. So, I mean, I could just do a 2-inch ribbing and just be done with it. I should have probably done that, but I like this pattern so much. I want it to be longer. And then I think I only did this, I think it was 4 inches, but it feels like it's not 4 inches when I look at it. I don't know. I basically knit all my sweaters till they go down to 13 inches, and then I do a 2-inch cuff usually. I mean, 2-inch ribbing. That's what I usually do. So it's 15 inches the length of the sweater. That's why I always do. I don't know. I'm hoping it comes out well because it's beautiful. And I love it. And every time I've knit another couple of other sweaters in green, same color green. I love this color green for some reason. But I always did the sleeves the way it says, and I don't wear them that much. I'm actually thinking of taking apart my Anchors cardigan to fix the sleeves. I do have more of that yarn, and just do that as the rapid decrease because I don't wear it that much because I don't like the way it looks when it's like on my arms. My arms are horrible. I hate my arms. So I'm thinking about doing that. Maybe I'll get enough courage to go and just finish that up. I don't know. But I got that. And I think I have one more project. I forgot it over there. Let me go get it. Be right back. Oh, I can't walk. Hi, puppies. Okay. I knew I was going to forget this. I knew it. So Justin, another thing he got me into. I bought this yarn at Joann's years ago. I'm going to say 3 or 4 years ago. I made a blanket for myself. Justin saw it. I want a blanket. Nikki wants a blanket. My husband wants a blanket in this yarn. So I didn't buy it for my husband at the time because he wasn't with me. So Nikki picked out, I think they didn't have a lot of colors, and Nikki picked out like a Minecraft color, which I was in shock because I'm like, you don't like Minecraft. These are Minecraft colors. Like every time I look at it, I'm like, that's Minecraft. And it's not really that nice looking. I'm not crazy about this yarn. And then Justin, of course, went rainbow. So it's basically Lion Brand's cover story yarn. And I thought that you can't get it anymore. I found it on Amazon. I actually purchased it in the gray because my husband wanted the gray. And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, my son is going to want that gray. I know he's going to want that gray. So I had another blanket I made one of. And I usually use 2 skeins to make a giant comforter size blanket for these. And I had one, I only bought 1 skein, and I messed up the whole stitch count and everything. So I didn't do what they said. I like wide blankets, but I needed another one to finish it. And I never got the second one. So I was like, let me look for the colorway. I found it on Lion Brand. They actually still sell this. And it was on sale for $27. On Amazon, the one I originally bought was like $40. So I canceled the one on Amazon. I got the gray one. And then they had a blue one as well. And I'm like, well, light blue, navy, and white. I could see my husband with that one. So if Nikki steals the gray one, which I have a feeling he's obsessed with gray lately, then my husband has the blue one. And then I saw this royal color one that was purples and everything. I was like, oh, I kind of like that for me. So I ended up buying another 2 skeins of each one. I'm insane. I don't like knitting this yarn. I really don't. Like, look at these cakes. These cakes are insane. Can I get it out? This is a cake. It's bigger than my head. So I picked this up 2 days ago. What I'm doing is I'm trying to knit on this for an hour every morning. and see where I get. So I started, this is how much I had up to here. And then I did this one day, and then I did this yesterday. So I'm getting there. And I only have this much left of the skein. So I figure if I keep forcing myself to do this, I don't know how long I can force myself to do this. I also changed my needle. So in the pattern, please tell me, okay, you came off. I knew you were going to come off. I knew you were going to come off. Did you come off a lot? Yeah, you came off a lot. So in the pattern, it was a US 11 they said to use. I felt like it was really tight when I was doing it. Like super tight. I hated doing it. So I went to a US 13 needle, which is fine. But because I went to the US 13 needle, my hands hurt when I knit with this. I don't like big needles. I don't understand how people like chunky needles. And then I was using one with like a metal top. So recently when I picked it up again, I switched to the Luca. These, I'm not a fan of them. They're dull as anything, but I've been picking them up a lot lately because they're dull, because my finger keeps getting cut. So I picked them up, so like, let me just try it with this yarn. Because I felt like it was hurting when I was doing it again. You have to push hard because they're bigger needles. And when I changed it, seriously, difference. Like, look at that. That's a lot to knit. I think it's about 20, no, it's definitely more than 10 inches I knit on this. So, and that's only 2 days for like 2 hours. So it's definitely going to make a dent. I definitely see the difference. So anytime you're having a hard time knitting on something, it might be the needle. It might be too pointy. Just switch it, see what happens. It definitely worked with this yarn. So I definitely recommend a dull needle for this. But we're getting it. And then I kind of feel like I should have gotten another. Well, I have a feeling I'm going to make the Minecraft one for Justin as well. I don't know if I'm going to make it as 2 separate blankets, so each kid gets one regular size blanket with it, or I'm going to do another comforter size blanket. I don't know. This one is 110 stitches. It fits a full-size bed. The pink one I did, it was 125 stitches, and it almost fit a queen. So I think 145 would fit a queen very nicely, and you need 3 skeins for that, in my opinion. So I kind of wish I did it bigger. I'm like, do I want to rip it apart? I don't know. Maybe one day I'll rip it apart and redo it, because this yarn's easy to take apart. It doesn't get caught or anything. I don't know. And then I'm like, is he going to want this forever in this colorway? I don't see that. Right now he's obsessed with rainbow. When he gets older, I don't think it. So I kind of like, maybe I should have bought the blue, orange, and brown one. I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll get it. I don't know. Let me see how I get through all these other blankets. Oh my God. And like, do you want to comfort the Minecraft completely? Or do you want 2 small blankets? We don't know. We will find out. But this is what I'm knitting on. So, and the thing that annoys me the most is it takes up so much room. It's sitting in that corner. I hate looking at it. It's so big. And then when I'm done with it, I'll be like, oh, I'm done. I got to cast on another 3 or 4. No, 5. It's 5 so far. I'm like, so I'm going to be knitting on this for the next 2-3 years, probably. I would not be surprised. But I definitely want to get the gray one done for Nikki. I have a feeling he's going to steal the gray one. And then my husband's going to get stuck with the blue one. But the blue one's pretty too. But I don't know. He's like obsessed with gray lately. I know it's going to happen. I know it. It's going to happen. All right. So I just want to show you my acquisitions. I didn't really buy too much. I don't really have money. But I fell in love with this kit. I had to have it. Unfortunately, I did not get the yarn. I did not have the money for that. But it was such a beautiful kit. And these 2 makers are so, so nice. So this bag, I'm telling you, go to them. They are so sweet. So this is Robin's Nest Knits. I will have a link in the profile. This beautiful bag. This was a Mother's Day kit. So there was a thing between her and Hadley Ray Clay Co. I'll show you what's in here. That's actually from that stitch, that Progress Keeper I had. The pansy. There's 2 more pansies in here. It's so pretty, the set. And then she gave a little lipstick. And then also Leap of Faith yarns. Unfortunately, I did not get the yarn. I did not have the money for it. And then also having to call her and be like, please hold it for me. because of the baseball game. And then I found out that it was still on pre-order. By the time I got money for it, it was already off pre-order. I didn't want to bother the poor woman because I already bothered these wonderful women. I was like, please hold it. I really want it. It was so pretty. I even got Let Love Grow. I think they're seeds. Yeah, pansy seeds. So I want to plant them somewhere. Not really good. I mean, I'm okay with plants. Lately I've been like, I don't want to plant anymore. But so that's the bag. Again, that is from Robin Ness Knits. And then this is the Highberry Co. Oh, she also gave this cute little flower. And then a cute little flower paper clip. And then Highberry Co. gave, these are so cute. I said I could not resist using these. Oh, so pretty. I also asked her if she ever does lilacs or hibiscus. Let me know. Those are my favorite flowers. Oh my God, they're so cute. And then I should really show you them all together. I'm gonna fall. So let me show you all three of them together. This is the pink. Let me see if I can do this. I'm a hot mess. Oh yeah, there you go, sort of. There you go, all three. It's so pretty. I love them. Maybe I'll put all three of them on here and take a picture of that with the bag, maybe. I don't know. But so pretty. I love it. So I got that. And I do regret not getting the Leap of Faith yarn. It was really, really pretty. And she's very nice, too, at Leap of Faith. But I was like, I don't want to keep bothering everyone. It was crazy the time that I had trying. It was when they had the go live, it was exactly when the parade was happening. And I had baseball games all day. I was like, ugh. And I had to have these, too. Because I have lots of yarn. I was just like, oh, my God. I need this in my life. And then I got, for my my yarn club that I get from Chelsea Luxe, it's the Enchanted Pages. She doesn't really have a name on this for some reason, but it's so pretty. And then it came with, this was from March. She didn't do an April one because of the advent calendars. I got an advent calendar. I'm so excited again. I love her advents. She gives so much stuff when you get anything from her. She really puts a lot of detail in everything. I really love it. So then she gave these. I think you got two of them. Where's the other one? Everything's in my bog bag. I have bog bags coming out of the yin-yang, people. I love bog bags. And then you got this candy with it, which I love. Love this candy. It's so good tasting. And then you got a candle. And this one, does it tell you what it smells like? No, this one doesn't tell you what it smells like. The last one was chocolate covered raspberries. It was really nice. And this is my son's things. Yeah, okay. That's what I got. So, see, I didn't buy too much. I was good. Okay. So that's it for the knitting today. My next thing is Cozy Mysteries. So, I'm going to show you this one. This is for the Cozy Mystery Book Club. I'll do the March read and the April read. So the March read was Dead in Dublin by Katie Murphy. I read this once before. So this was a reread. I forgot the whole entire thing. I'm not really a fan of this series. I have some of the books. I got to catch up because Kensington sent me some of them. But I never finished it the second time. I don't remember any of it. I wanted to know the murder, but I couldn't get it finished in time. And then I didn't finish. I have 100 pages left. I got to finish it. I can't even tell you what, remember. Oh, she's a taxi driver. That's what it was. She was a taxi driver that she moved to Scotland or was it Ireland? One of the two. I want to say it's Ireland. I'm going to say it's Ireland. She was a taxi driver that moved to Ireland, and she's friends with this woman who's a chef, and someone got poisoned who she was driving that ate at the restaurant, and they died, and she had to figure it. It was weird because everyone's like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? I'm like, why are you asking her? Like, why is everyone asking her? She just moved to there. Like, it was just weird. I wasn't that big a fan of the series, unfortunately. This one, on the other hand, obsessed. Oh my God. So this was the April book read for Cozy Mystery Book Club. Murder by the Books by Lauren Elliott. I am so upset she passed away. Her books are so good. I read the other series she wrote. 2 out of 3 books I read. Now that I know she passed away, I'm kind of like savoring it, but then I kind of want to read it because it's so good, the series. This one is, oh my God, it's on my top 20. It really is amazing. I'm already on the second one. So the second one is Prologue to Murder. Basically, this poor girl, her fiance is murdered, her father's murdered, her aunt dies and leaves her money, this big estate, and then she decides to open up a used bookstore. No, I guess it's a bookstore, but she sells used books because the grandmother and the aunt had like this big collection of them. So then these people keep breaking into her store. They break into the house. It's complete chaos. It's every minute. It's boom, boom, boom. Something going on. It's so good. The love interest, like, it's not, you know, like romance films, they're like all detailed, like really into it. You get the romance for it, but it's not as detailed. But it's more than cozy mystery. Like, oh, I like this person. Oh, I really like this person. And that's it. This one, actually, you get the feelings that they like each other. You get the little, I mean, they didn't end up together yet. I'm going to say they're going to end up together. I don't know. But you get that they really like each other. You get the feeling from that, how much they're attracted to each other. I really enjoy her writing. Lauren Elliott was amazing. Again, I am so upset she passed away because that means I'm never going to, after I finish the series, unless I reread the series, you're not going to have any more from her. But she's such an amazing writer. I enjoyed it so much. Highly, highly recommend the series. I already bought the 3rd book. And then my library actually texted me saying that they had 3 more books that you could buy from them. So I'm going to have more. And I think I have a couple from Kensington too. I got to catch up with the series. I love it. Then I had another really great read. Darryl Gerber, I love her writing, is Murder in Lavender Daze. I love this series. She basically opens up this new age kind of spa, and she's very into essential oils, which I love essential oils. And you learn a lot about the oils. You learn a lot about stones and massages. It's sound baths, everything you could possibly imagine you learn about in this book. It's a great mystery. So, one of her clients' mothers passed away. The client was getting divorced, so it was a happy divorce party. And then the mother dies, and then they try to help her, that the client, that she's not the murderer, because they accuse her of being the murderer, so they try to help her out of it. It's really good. The characters are amazing in it. I really enjoy this series. I got so excited when I got this. I was like, yes, I can't. And I hope to God the 3rd one's coming out soon, because I love this one so much. I mean, this one hasn't been released yet. Keep in your TBR. You want to get this. It's so good. I love Darryl Gerber. Then this series, I've been wanting to read this for a while. I know the 3rd one's coming out soon. This one came out in December. And I didn't get, for some reason, I don't read a lot during the winter. I think because I can't sit outside and everyone's every minute bothering me, so I don't get to read too much during the day. So I like to read outside, and I get a lot more done, obviously. Read all these books in 1 month or 2 months. So this is Murder in Highberry by Vanessa Kelly. It's the Emma Knightley Mysteries. And then this one is Murder at Donwell Abbey. These are based on Jane Austen books, the Emma series. I mean, the Emma book. I love it. She does a really good job of capturing Jane Austen's character and the writing, and I really enjoyed it. Miss Bates is evolving in this series too, which I thought was very interesting. So if you're a Jane Austen fan, you'll like it. They're a little long. They're 400 pages each one. So that was a little bit like daunting for me, because I was just like, okay, I want to go to another book at this point, because it's a little long. The characters were good. The mysteries were good. It was a lot of fun. This one, oh God, the priest's name? The priest that was supposed to marry Emma, that wanted to marry Emma, his wife dies in this one. And then a murder of the maid happens in this one when she's throwing a party for Miss Bates. So these were really good. I enjoyed them. It's just so long, a little slow paced, but it was enjoyable. And then my last book I read, Confessions of an Amateur Sleuth. It is a Brainbridge Island mystery. Oh, and this one is a, where is it called? Aroma Wellness mystery. Oh, and these are a Beyond the Page mysteries. So get them all. Yeah. This is by Lynn Cahoon. I really enjoyed this one. She has like the sweetest boyfriend in this. He's like, he walks her dog. He's always doing nice stuff for her. It's this cute little town that they live on an island, and she's learning to become a not really mystery writer. She wants to like to do a how-to guide on how to solve mysteries. She wants to do. That's basically what the books are. So she's trying to write this book, and she's also an assistant to a writer. And she's also helping her mother with the bookstore. The only thing that would bother me about this series was that in the second book, she's very focused on that her parents are divorced. Very focused. And it got to be a little much. 'Cause I come from divorced parents. They got divorced when she was an adult. She's so focused on that they have to get back together again. And it's like, your father's been married for like 3 years. I don't think they're getting back together. So now the mother's dating someone, and it was a lot of focus on that. That was my only issue with the book. The mystery was good. A guy that she met that was in her writing class, he got murdered. He was kind of a nasty guy, and then she had to figure out why he was murdered. But yeah, that was the only thing, was that she was really focused on her mom not dating. And then what's interesting is I don't know. I'm supposed to find out in the next book if the daughter of the guy she's dating, if she's in the next book, and she becomes part of the Scooby type gang, that her best friend, the boyfriend, and her are like always solving mysteries together. So it'd be interesting if she comes in. I don't know. We will find out. And I love the dog. And these covers are all the covers from all these were beautiful. I like how pastel-y this one is. But that is it. I have enjoyed it a lot. I probably am going to go to the third Beyond the Page book. I'm obsessed with this series. And I have a whole big TBR. I also, Barnes & Noble's by me was closing, so I bought a lot of books from them recently. So I have a lot to read. I have a lot to catch up on. And I'm very excited about some series that are coming out soon. My problem is trying to, balance the knitting and the reading. I mostly knit during the day, and at nighttime I'm reading, which drives everyone crazy. Like I go outside and hide from everyone. I'm so bad. But I'm really enjoying it. And I'm also trying to reread the first book in the House of Thorn and Roses, I think it is. I'll talk about that next time because I'll actually finish it. But I'm rereading because I want to see if I can. I always wanted to read this whole series. So I'm actually going to read one non-cozy book, which is weird for me because I'm reading a lot. I only read cozies lately. So that's going to be interesting trying to read that. I've read about like 100 pages in that one. So we will see how good I go. All right, that is it. I want to finish up because I would like to knit some today before I got to go out and get the kids. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye, everyone.